We've been talking a lot about affiliate marketing this month, and really, affiliate marketing has been something that's been on my heart for 10 years. I've been an active affiliate marketer. Cheryl Cobbin, great friend of mine. She's a client of mine. I've been a client of hers, and now we are peers. And there was a day, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, that Cheryl reached out to me and she knew the buzzword to use. She said, Kim, I have an affiliate program. Would you be open to taking a look? And I said, yes. So hello, my name is Kim Ward. I help family-focused entrepreneurs build a leveraged business so that they can maximize profit and family time. And Cheryl is the one who introduced me on how to protect that business and the family that I'm building. Hi, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Kim, thank you for inviting me and thank you for coming on board. I love working with like-minded individuals. And whenever we have a good idea, good platform, good something, we just share it with others. And so simply, that's what we're here today, is to share information with you. You may or may not be interested, but that's okay. But you might also know somebody that is. And that's as simple as we get in terms of, quote, hard sell here. It's really about sharing great information.
Absolutely. So we've been talking about affiliate marketing a lot in my community and in my group because it just makes sense. It makes sense if you are a successful, seasoned entrepreneur or, in a career. It makes sense if you are a stay-at-home, work-at-home parent, and really anything in between. So I asked Cheryl to come out and, educate you and share the opportunity with you that she shared with me. Because I'm able to walk through my everyday with absolute peace of mind. One, because I have Jesus, and two, because I have the program that she is about to share with you. And when you find something that works, of course, you want to share it with the people that you love and that you care about. So I'm going to turn this over to you, Cheryl. I'll shut my camera off, but I am here with you.
Wonderful. Well, thank you everyone for joining us and sharing this information. I'm just going to kind of minimize us here a little bit because I'm sure even though you like looking at me, you like looking at the information a little bit more. As Kim shared, I've done the corporate gig. I did the stay-at-home mom gig, and then I decided to start something part-time, which has turned into a full-time career for me. And I think no matter where we're at, the world has changed. We're learning how to work from anywhere. Certainly, can you believe we can almost say 5 years now? It's kind of scary, but people are looking for ways to have more, be more, do more. And they do that with whether it's, you're a stay-at-home mom and you're looking for something that's going to fulfill you a little bit more and bring in a little extra money for, whether it's food on the table or whether it's for your kids' activities or maybe upgrading to a different car. We can always use a little extra more for something these days. And I love the fact that what I'm going to share today, again, started out part-time, but has allowed me flexibility, independence, literally for me to be able to control my calendar, my time. I love to travel. And so it not only funds that travel budget, but allows me that opportunity to be able to have income still coming in while I am traveling. And I think, in these times, it just makes so much sense to have a backup plan. And I always ask, have you found one yet? Because if not, love to share. Now, I know there's a lot of things that are going on out there in a lot of different companies. Unfortunately, some are shutting down. Business models have changed and people haven't moved to adapt with whatever technologies or things are going on. But I just want to let you know that our company has been around solidly for 53 years. And we are helping clients not only in North America, well, in the United States, but Canada. So across Canada as well as US. And it's really through a shared economy. We're all getting used to the subscription model where you pay a little bit to have a large benefit through collective buying power. And literally our vision is that everybody should have equal access to opportunities and justice. And, there's some credible resources down here at the very bottom. It's not just me talking about this. And what I love is the fact that no matter what your skill set is, no matter what your background is, and, it allows you to be able to start from a place wherever you are at. And as you can see, we have this whole wheel of different services that we provide, whether you're a small business and working with small business owners, or whether companies that have a employees, or whether you know truck drivers, or whether you just, again, want to be able to help people with a variety of different services. Again, we've got support and training depending upon what lane you want to be in. And even though you maybe work in one lane, it's nice to know that you can refer people to services that we have in a different lane. And as you could see, and I know you can read a lot faster than I can talk, but we definitely have a lot of different options to really meet people where they're at and tailor fit a plan that fits them, themselves, their family, and if they have a business and employees with that as well. 15 years ago, when I started with this company, I don't break the law. Why do I need attorneys? Why would I need legal services? But what I've come to find out, it's really about not being taken advantage of or treated unfairly. We have all been in situations where we have asked to talk to a supervisor or manager because of a dispute with a product, a service, a repair, tried to return something, had an auto repair, situations at banks with cell phone companies, defective products. There's a lot of third-party type situations. And the first item on here, though, really comes to home when I was recently speaking with a person who's now come on as a client, and this really touched my heartstrings. His significant other recently passed away unexpectedly. They didn't have a plan in place. He had been raising their 3-year-old daughter for the past 10 years. And so now she's 13 and he never adopted her. And then they also had another child with the two of them. So now they have a 13-year-old and a 7-year-old without a mom. And more importantly, they're now trying to navigate what this looks like. And the saddest part about all of this is the fact that now the 13-year-old and the 7-year-old have to say goodnight to each other via FaceTime. I don't want that to ever happen to any family, because not being prepared really can not only tear your family apart, but there's money, it gets messy, but it's really about being prepared. And I love the fact that we can help with that. And then with identity theft, people think, oh, my bank's got me covered, I'm all good with that. But honestly, it's so much more significant than that, and can certainly turn your life upside down. So we really help you be legal ready for the expected and unexpected things that do happen in life, because it's life, right? So I just wanted to kind of go into a little bit of detail about what it is that we do. So first, with the legal services, we have plans that cover you, your spouse or significant other, and then your children up to the age of 26, as long as they're still dependents. Well, so think about your health insurance. When you go see your doctor, they can probably help you with 90% of all your circumstances or situations that you're dealing with. They then refer you out to a specialist for anything that's a little bit more involved, and you pay for that at a discounted rate. That's exactly the way LegalShield works. 90% of all your situations are completely covered. So instead of paying the $350, $450, $500 an hour for attorney, you're only paying shy of just a little bit more than $1 a day, less than a Starbucks a day, for the fact that for $38 a month, you can have everything on this page and the next page that I'm going to be sharing with you. So you can have, anytime you have a care, concern, a question about anything, you simply can tap your app. So wherever you have your phone, you have access not just to an attorney, but an entire law firm. And we're going to give you that advice so you understand exactly what your position is. Sometimes it's not legal in nature, but they can give you advice. If it is legal in nature, what are the next steps? Perhaps it's writing a motivational letter on your behalf. I've had a lot of those written, and it's very interesting because when you and I make a phone call, or when we try to talk to someone at customer service, it's at a lower level. When they get these motivational letters, it's either to the business owner or it's way up the food chain, and the conversation goes very differently. Just a quick little situation where I had an auto repair and they were going to cover the $277 part, but the warranty company was not going to cover the $1,500 part that got damaged. Well, I didn't think that was fair. I simply tapped my app. My attorney asked me to send a copy of my warranty to her. She reviewed that. She said, Cheryl, I agree with you. So she shot off a letter to not only the dealership, but the warranty company as well. And guess what? They made me completely whole. All I had to do was pay my $200 deductible. I didn't have to ask questions. I didn't have to get upset. I didn't have to stress or guess or worry. They literally were able to write those letters, and I was able to kind of have a little bit of legal muscle in my corner. But when my daughter was being overcharged on her $10 cell phone plan. Again, another motivational letter helped that big phone company see what they should have done and fixed her account and gave her a $20 credit for the 2 months that she'd been overcharged. So again, it could be big or small or anything in between. It's your issue, your concern, and we're going to help you work through that situation. We're going to review contracts and documents. I leased a car, did not realize that there was a fee to return the car, like I wasn't going to return the car. How silly. But again, I was able to get that taken out of the leasing document. Some other items for you as well. But again, I'm going to touch on the will piece again, like I shared in my story. We actually prepare your will for you, your spouse or significant other, also your durable powers of attorney. That's if you can't speak on your behalf, who gets to make those medical decisions and also your financial decisions. And then we're also going to prepare that living will for you. And those can get updated. We know that life happens. People get married, people get divorced, people have kids, people have grandkids, people adopt, become legal guardians. So again, when those life events happen, we're going to be there for you and help you put those matters in order. So literally, if you do not choose to put a plan in place, you are allowing the state where you live to actually put that plan in place. They're going to decide who gets your stuff. I jokingly say, whether it's Tupperware, underwear, or silverware, they get to decide who gets it. And most importantly, they get to decide who raises your kids. I did not want that as an option for me and my family. So that is one of the first ways that I ended up using this benefit. Secondly, on the second page, I should say, we go into things where they are more legal in nature. Maybe you're getting sued. Let's face it. I live in California and we're just a sue happy society here. So I just know that I have a bank of hours that can help me if I ever get sued. I've also gotten advice when I went to small claims court and I actually won. I think it was because I got that advice. You're being audited. And then if you're going through a situation where you want to adopt, or you're going through a situation where you have uncontested divorces, things of that nature, we're going to go ahead and help you through that after a short waiting period. We also have 24/7 emergency access. There's a lot of situations where if you have someone really like a traffic accident and the police are called, or CPS comes to your door, or something happens where you need somebody right then and there on your side, it's such literally peace of mind to know that you can have an attorney within 90 seconds helping support you, guide you, and working with that official that's sitting on the other or standing on the other side of you. We also include e-signature. And then for anything that's not completely covered, again, we're going to provide a 25% discount, so you'll never pay 100% for a law firm again. The second product is, I don't know about you, but it seems like I get a letter every other week from some data breach from a company that I've done business with. And so I know that my family and I are protected in this aspect because we have a plan that is very comprehensive. We're doing the deep dive on the dark web. We're monitoring, as you could see, in a very extensive area, even your social media. Let's face it, people look at us, they check us out first before they're going to do business with, whether it's selling us a car, whether it's selling us a home, whether it is choosing to bring us on as an employee, or whether it's just merely whether or not they're going to do business with us as a business colleague. So again, what's out there does matter. So we're also going to be doing a deeper dive on things like, your driver's license, passport, but also your banking accounts, your retirement accounts. I don't know about you, but I want my money there when I go to retire. I don't want someone to have taken that. And who looks at their accounts on a daily basis? Okay, right? We're a bit too busy, but doesn't matter. The thieves are only too happy to take what we have, ruin our credit if that's the situation. But they can also hurt us in other ways. Think about, I had a colleague who recently went to renew her driver's license. When she got to the window, they said they'd be happy to renew her license once she paid for the 2 outstanding tickets and fines that were related to those moving traffic violations in the state of North Carolina. Fact is, she'd never been there. Someone had bought her license off the dark web. They had gotten 2 moving traffic violations, didn't pay them, didn't go to court. The judge at the court got very upset and he issued a bench warrant that California recognized. So she could have been taking her 6-year-old daughter to soccer practice one day. She would have been taken off to jail. Her daughter would have been taken off to CPS. You see, with identity theft, that's the crime where you're considered guilty first. you have to prove your innocence. On the legal side, they do have to prove your guilt before they can jail you. So it's just a very interesting scenario, but just think about that if that were to happen to you or your loved ones. So again, just having a service that is more of a deep dive. And then what's really important that I appreciate about what we do is if you become a victim of any kind of fraud, it could be medical fraud, driver's license fraud, character criminal fraud, any type of fraud, we're going to step in and we're going to help you, your family member, that's your spouse or significant, and your children up to the age of 18, which is when they become a legal adult and can start their own credit. We're also going to offer you some malware protection on all of your devices, a VPN. So when you're out conducting business, you're traveling at the airport, you've got a secure way of doing business on your phone. Again, I talked a little bit about reputation management. That is huge because if something happens, accounts get totally taken over. You need to make sure that you and your business are being protected. And if you do become a victim of fraud, as I mentioned earlier on, we're going to not only do that research for you, but we're going to actually then do that research and we're going to restore you back to where you were pre-theft status with our licensed investigators. I always tell people, the thieves are becoming much more sophisticated. Doesn't it just make sense for you to have experts to step in and take care of what we can't do? You see, my girlfriend was able to get help with the traffic tickets being taken off of the North Carolina DMV with our legal system, but she had our identity theft protection as well, which took care of that bench warrant, which was still sitting out there. So again, knowing the right people to make sure that you are properly fixed, so to speak, when there's been a situation is huge. And then we also give you $3 million fraud protection. Now, if you have a business, we range anything from helping with a home-based business, which is on the far right column, and have a variety of different plans for brick and mortar businesses with employees. So we take a look at whether or not you have employees, whether you're operating within your own state or in other states, how many partners do you have in the business? Are you for business? So we qualify you first, and then we tailor fit a business plan that will help you. They all provide, again, just like on the personal side, that unlimited business advice and consultation, reviewing letters, and contracts, which is huge, right? Because we all enter into contracts, or we're signing contracts to enter in to do business with someone else, which is huge. And then sometimes every once in a while, a client does not pay you for the work that you've done. So we'll put together those collection letters, and unlike collection agencies, which take a percentage, we're going to let you keep whatever you end up collecting. We also help with things like trademarks, copyrights. We have trial defense also if you get sued on the business side, and then if you get audited. So there's a variety of different things, and that's something that we can go over in more detail should you be interested in doing some more research. Today is just kind of a top level in terms of different ways that you can not only help protect you, your family, and your business, but perhaps share it with others as well. Who doesn't love savings? We have something called member perks where we're providing discounts at 400 different plus companies, places you may already shop or do business with. And what I find is that I'm actually saving more on a monthly basis than I'm actually paying. I had to recently get some windshield wiper blades. I had a couple of weddings this year, so I was able to save on hotel stay, car rentals, also some flowers that I had sent. I also save on my cell phone plan. I save on electronics. So at Office Depot. So I'm definitely into saving where I possibly can. And I would hope that you would be as well. I love the fact that, again, we've got a phone app for both of our services, or they can all be on one app depending upon your which product you actually end up getting. And then you can also access on your laptop. So literally, again, wherever you have access to your phone, you have access to our services. Now, when you're taking a look at a business from an affiliate marketing standpoint, you want to make sure that that company is a company that has long-standing and credibility, and that's exactly a box that we check. You want to make sure that they have a system in place that has been working for a number of years. Again, we check that box. And then I love the fact that there is a lot of training and support and mentors that are actually involved with helping me and how I become so successful. So we check that box as well. So when you're taking a look at an opportunity, you want to take a look at various different aspects. You want to, you and I, when we had jobs, for those that did, you were trading your time for money. And, we do that by personally enrolling members. So it's not a job, but it's definitely similar to that, where you're earning what we call linear income, trading time for the money. Now, a lot of people, real estate agents, a lot of insurance companies, they actually build a team of people to be in their business model. And when they're building team, they're earning an income or override for any members that in our company that your team is enrolling. You're going to get an override to help support and train them as well. So that's the second level of income, which a lot of people are familiar with. But honestly, I had never heard of this third one, and it's called residual income. Basically, think about people that have written movies, songs, musicians, literally someone that's getting royalties. And that's what residual income is. Insurance agents get this as well. So I love the fact that we have an insurance-like platform. And so you're getting paid 10% starting in your 13th month of anyone that's continuing to pay for their membership on a monthly basis. So that can literally, I earn a few $100s every single month from clients that I signed up 15 years ago. So think about that. I had a conversation with them once. I definitely keep in touch with them on a regular basis, but they saw the value 15 years ago, and they're still seeing the importance and value of protecting themselves, their family, and their business. So again, that's something that I can then will to my children and grandchildren, which is pretty cool in terms of that option. And then also, we have a lot of different other incentives and bonuses. I've gone on some all expense paid trips courtesy of them, not 2-star, not 3-star, but 5-star, that they have paid for me and my husband to go on. I've probably been on about 5 or 6 of those, as well as some smaller ones. And it's just for going out there and helping people. So, when you're looking at an opportunity, you definitely want to take a look at what your passion or your interest is, or if you're not really sure where that is, definitely take a look at something like this where you're helping people. And by helping people, you're winning, they're winning. And it's just, I consider it a win-win-win situation. So you're probably wondering, what does this money look like? Well, I've just thrown some numbers on here to give you some examples of what that looks like. Everybody starts at the lowest level. They work their way up, just like any other job or opportunity, right? But the more people you help, the more you make. And so honestly, it's just a quick jump up the scale. And I love the fact that there's some additional bonuses at the 2 upper levels that, again, just helping more people, helping more team, just allows you to be able to, again, design a business of what you want to specialize in and, create what that lifestyle looks for you. It's a one-time, in addition to obviously becoming a member and appreciating and enjoying the services, so that you can then share your own stories about how it's helped you, your family, and your business. But just a one-time setup of the $49, which I think is amazing. We have a tech package that some people are interested in that they continue to get on a monthly basis with a website, etc. But that's not necessarily something that you have to have. But we definitely give you a link that you could share information with people, because let's face it, I think you would agree that there's value in having these services to protect you, your family, and your business. And why wouldn't you want to share that with someone? Even if you accidentally slip up and mention something to somebody, you then have a link and you're prepared to be able to say, hey, you know what? Why don't you just check out my link here, which has some videos, it has some information, and then it gives them the ability to be able to enroll. And, honestly, I do that on a regular basis. So I'm almost paid daily. You know what? In my job, I was an educator for a number of years. I got paid once a month. So the fact that I get paid almost daily is it's almost like Christmas. It's great. But I love the fact that, you know what, you can decide where you're going to work. You could be on vacation. I've been overseas in Europe and just done a little time translation and been able to help clients back here in the States. You get to set your own hours, whether you're very busy or not very busy. I love the fact that, you can work this business in slivers of time. Again, I shared with you the different levels that you can actually be earning money on. I mentioned also that it's willable. So that's pretty cool, a couple generations down. And I love the fact that you have to take a look at whether a company has a system. Is this something that I could do? Well, quite frankly, all we did today was ask you to come take a look at some information. We're presenting the information to you, and if someone is interested, they're going to get enrolled. That's not very difficult, and it doesn't really take a big skill set. Which is nice. I love that. And, you get the mentoring and the training to help you design your life. And as Kim and I both say, because we're aligning very well with what we do, we're just helping you design a life of your own dreams. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Kim and see if there's any questions that anyone has.
Fantastic, fantastic information. And, when we talk about affiliate marketing, it's not always about the perfect anti-aging skincare and, what product is making me look great on Amazon. It's products and services like this that we need and that we use on the day-to-day that just make sense. Why would you not want to refer something that's going to give the peace of mind, that you were talking about? And I love how I chuckled throughout when you were calling them motivational letters on the app right now as you were speaking, and I'm fixing to send myself out a little motivational letter, and I don't have to do it. The law firm does it. So like I said, you walk differently. And when you have that level of protection, you have that level of peace of mind. It's extremely affordable. And you also started out saying this may be for you and this may not be for you. But we felt like we would be doing you a massive disservice if this is for you, or maybe someone that you love and care about is looking for a logical way to earn money, not just from home, but anywhere. And we didn't share that with you. So I did put my link below. It's successwithkimward.com/legal. But as Cheryl has shared with you, all of the amazing the camaraderie, the tools, the support, really the great environment and ecosystem that we have. Cheryl, as a business partner, has offered, her time and her knowledge. If you have questions and you need a little bit more than what I'm able to answer for you. She's been doing this for a very, very long time, and she's open to a conversation and to help you get started. You know where to go from here. You can reach out to myself. I did tag Cheryl in the group as well, so you can reach out to her via Messenger on Facebook, and she won't bite. I promise. She's a good egg. All right, Cheryl, thank you so, so much for sharing this with us. I know that, like I said, my husband and I both have massive peace of mind, but it's something that we're happy to share with the people that we love and that we care about. And it's a different flex, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think, as you said earlier on, there's a lot of different opportunities out there for people to come up with a side hustle or a side gig. Not all of them are sexy. This is not terribly sexy, but this is definitely something that's very needed. So,
well, since you've enrolled me, I don't know, a year and a half ago, I think I've had 4 or 5 different incidents that I never saw coming. And it was like, oh, thank God I have this. Oh, thank God I have this. Like I said, thank God I have this.
Right. It's better to have it, not need it, than the other way around, right?
That's right. All right, my friends, we know that you're super busy. Feel free to click the link, learn a little more, reach out to me, reach out to Cheryl. Cheryl, thank you so much. And I will see you soon, my friend.
Thank you, Kim. Appreciate the
All right.
opportunity.